So I know you're aware of what's going on with the market, getting very close to $60,000 Bitcoin price, almost down 14%. I told you guys 60K wasn't my floor. We'll talk about that and the Clarity Act. This is going to be the spotlight of the report. We did get some news and it's just not good. All right, let's go ahead and get into it.
Welcome to the Altcoin Hour, your weekly alpha. Yeah, we breaking down the charts, flipping bags, playing smart, from the dips to the moon shots, connecting all the dots. Let's get it. Altcoin Hour.
Yeah, I wish it was better, right? I wish it was better. Welcome to the show, guys. Hope you guys are doing very well. We're looking at Bitcoin, and I'm going to move this over a little bit. You could see the cliff dive. It's dramatic. It is very dramatic. You had a lot of selling up top ETFs. You even have public companies that are selling their Bitcoin. And I got to tell you, the whale action, it's not just the OGs, right? A lot of people are saying, oh, it's just the OG miners, OG holders, 2013. No. There are a lot of new holders. Now, you can omit the actual retail value of this because retail has been priced out since January. So they've left the building, the Bitcoin building, essentially. We're talking about ETF managers, public companies, institutions. We're talking billionaires, politicians in countries. A lot more, guys, goes into the whale group, essentially. And you can see a collective selling, collective exodus outward. And then the ETF thing is crazy. I don't even want to get into it too deeply. We'll probably do another video tomorrow. And in that particular video, I want to go into the whale group. Who is holding Bitcoin? Who is selling Bitcoin? A whole lot more people than you think, guys. So 63,000, we're going to move into the Clarity Act situation. Let's go ahead and get into this. So Senator Cynthia Lummis, now she's on the warpath, right? Damage control. This is what I like to call this. She was on an actual show today. We're going to look at the clip, and she was talking about how the crypto legislation, we're talking about the actual market structure bill, Clarity Act, and there's some amendments to the Genius Act that's going to come up too later this year. But in particular, we want to talk about the market structure bill, Clarity Act. It has hit a wall, guys. Now, we have a different markup date. They've marked up this thing multiple times, right? It's been actually rejected by Brian Armstrong and other people as well. Donald Trump has set a hard line. He has drawn a line in the sand, basically saying, you're not going to touch my businesses, my family interactions with crypto. If that is the case, we're going to veto anything that comes across my desk, and we're not even going there. So there's that long, hard line that's been drawn in the sand when it comes to the actual administration. Let's get into what Ms. Lummis is saying, because it's not really good, guys. We're getting pushed back here, and we're talking springtime. Let's go ahead and get into it.
Senator Cynthia Lummis, she is the chairwoman of the subcommittee on digital assets. Senator, it's wonderful to have you this morning. Thanks very much for being here. First things first, can you give us an update on when you expect this legislation to happen? You lost a big window, right, after Brian Armstrong from Coinbase complained about the markup.
And profusely. And there was more than actual Brian Armstrong. I just want to put this out here. There's a lot more grumbling, but Brian Armstrong seems to be in front of the cameras most of the time. Let's continue.
Well, good morning, Maria. We did lose that window, but Senator Thune, the majority leader, has assured us that even though now we're going to have to defer into the spring, that he will reserve time on the Senate schedule, which is very hard to get, for later this spring. We had scheduled a markup in the Banking Committee, but the day before we had to pull it off the agenda, not because just of what Coinbase had said about it, but because there was other concern. And you just mentioned one of the big ones, and that is the banks and some of the credit unions have some members of the committee concerned that they will lose deposits.
Wow.
So tell us about this.
So, I want to stop right there because this is very interesting. And I want to pull up a Trump's actual quote too. Now, it's very interesting that they brought up the credit unions as well and the banks as well. And this is the hard line here that Trump has drawn, essentially, when it comes to this. He's really pissed off because you have the World Liberty Finance, and then you have his doing as well. There's multiple Bitcoin actual mining facilities that Eric Trump is actually, basically started. Essentially, Trump is actually been moving into crypto. And I think it was during his first term, he was actually really trying to get entrenched here. He's the president now. So there's some conflictions here. Senator Warren, is on the warpath when it comes to the cryptocurrency ongoings with the president and his family. So Donald was like, you know what? We're not doing this. We're not going to wreck my business, my crypto business, with this language. So this is what he's saying. And then, I want to touch on the credit situation, the credit unions. They're actually speaking out as well and saying, hey, this beautiful DeFi, this decentralized financial yield, which is like north of 5%, is going to cause a mass exodus out of our financial institutions. And I'm talking regional banking into DeFi. We're going to lose a lot of account holders because we can't offer that yield, and they cannot. I think you're getting 0.10% right now. You're getting sub 1% on your savings. If you got a high yield money market, you're not getting 6%. I'm sorry, you're just not getting that. When it comes to brick and mortar, it's a very interesting actually development here when it comes to the banks, and they're not really coming to the table. They actually walked out of the meeting that President Trump actually set up, actually completely walked out of it. So they're not hearing it. And this is what the president is saying. The White House has drew a hard line when it comes to crypto market structure bill, which has been moved to the springtime, essentially. The Trump administration wants to pass this very, very fast, but refuses any ethical provisions. Now, these provisions are very stark. They're going to restrict the president and his family from actually dealing with crypto businesses while he's in office. And we're looking at over 3 years. So the Democrats want to ban not only Trump, but the top officials, right, from trading crypto or building businesses, whether it's, individual or surrogate type of situation, that's attached, those NIL situations. So as we conclude here, we're not going to get the market structure bill. We're not going to get any type of Clarity Act bill passed because Trump is not going to pass anything that prevents him or his family from either having a crypto business or dealing in crypto. What do you think? Are you running? Are you holding tight? Let me know what you're doing. Let me know what you feel about this actual movement of the crypto legislation bill, because essentially we've hit a wall. Let me know how you're doing out there. Take it easy.